What would you do if the person you trusted since childhood, the one you expected to grow old with, shattered your heart, and then had the nerve to come crawling back? For me, I didn't yell, I didn't break things, I didn't cry in the doorway. No, I planned the most calculated, quiet, and devastating revenge of my life. By the time he comes back from his vacation in December, he'll have no wife, no home, no car, and absolutely no idea what the hell just happened. And the best part? He handed me every tool I needed. If you've ever been betrayed, underestimated, or treated like a backup option, then hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready. Because this is one of the most satisfying revenge stories you'll ever hear. Now, let me tell you how I burnt my husband's entire world to the ground without him even noticing the smoke. 1. The backstory, my forever person. Or so I thought. I've known my husband, let's call him Mark, since I was 5 years old. He was my first crush, my first real kiss, my best friend for decades, and eventually the man I promised my forever to. 5 years of marriage, 20 years of history, a lifetime of memories, and it still wasn't enough to keep him faithful. I found out in November. Not because he confessed, not because he slipped up, but because the universe has a dark sense of humor. One night I was doing laundry. His phone buzzed, the screen lit up, and there it was, a message from a woman whose name I didn't recognize, followed by a photo I wish I could erase from my brain. My hands went cold. My ears started ringing. My chest felt like someone was pushing a knife right between my ribs. I didn't scream. I didn't confront him. I just froze. Because in that moment, two versions of me existed. The me who still loved him, and the me who suddenly saw him for exactly who he was. He came home an hour later. He kissed my cheek like nothing was wrong. And I remember thinking, how long have you been lying to me? How long have you been looking at another woman with the eyes you promised were mine? A week later, he told me he wasn't sure he wanted to stay married. He didn't even apologize. He didn't even try to soften it. He just said he wanted out. My world cracked open. 2 months after leaving, he came crawling back, like some pathetic ex-boyfriend in a cliché movie. He cried and he begged. He said he made a mistake. He wanted his best friend back. And I looked him dead in the eyes and said, "Okay, we can try again." But inside, a different version of me woke up. The version who finally understood what I was worth and what he had thrown away. I wasn't taking him back. I was taking control. From the outside, I played the perfect wife again. I cooked, I smiled, I slept next to him. But my revenge started the very same night he moved back in. Every month, I've been transferring $500 from his own income into a separate account he doesn't know exists. Little by little, his money is funding my escape. I started working out every single day, not for him, God, no, for me, for the woman I'd become the moment I walked away. Every pound I lost felt like shedding a layer of pain he put on me. And I kept thinking, my future person will never make me feel this small. My future person will worship the ground I walk on. Now here's where things get messy. When he cheated, you'd think his mother, a woman who always called me daughter, would comfort me, right? She told me I must have done something to push him away. She blamed me. So guess what? I made a fake Snapchat profile. Young, flirty, sweet, the kind of profile lonely old men fall for. I added his father. And his father fell into it faster than a toddler chasing sugar. I have screenshots, conversations, pictures, and one day, after I leave, I'll send it all to his mother. Not because she deserves the pain, but because she tried to put it on me. Our apartment, it's in my name, always has been. And when he begged to come back, he assumed that meant he was safe. Nope. I talked to our rental manager, signed the paperwork. I'm officially moving out in December. The exact same week, he's going on a guys' trip. He's expecting to return to me, to our home, to his wife. But what he'll return to is new locks, an empty apartment, his clothes in a dumpster, and absolutely nowhere to live. I can't wait to imagine the look on his face when he tries to unlock a door that no longer belongs to him. My husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, has a dream car. His pride and joy. The thing he talks about more than he talks about me half the time. But the only reason he even got approved for it? My credit score. The car is in my name. He begged me to cosign. I did. And karma said, perfect. Because last month, I started the process to sell it. The car will be towed the exact same week he's on vacation. He'll be taking selfies on the beach while a tow truck hauls away his dream, straight to a buyer in California. He'll come home to no car, no home, no wife, and no parents speaking to him, and no idea how it all fell apart while he was looking the other way. People always ask, why didn't you tell him you knew? Because confronting him would have given him power. He would have cried, lied, manipulated, blamed me, or tried to fix things just enough to keep me stuck. Silence became my weapon. Silence gave me time. Silence gave me space. Silence gave me the ability to plan a life without him. And the more silent I became, the louder my revenge grew. December is coming fast. His suitcase is already sitting by the bedroom door. He keeps talking about how excited he is for the trip. He has no idea he's packing for the last carefree week he'll ever have. The day he leaves, I'll move everything out within hours. I'll change the locks, cancel the utilities, forward the car sale paperwork, and take the screenshots of his father's cheating to his mother, neatly packaged with a bow. Then I'll disappear. The image in my mind, him walking up to the apartment, humming, relaxed, sunburned from his vacation, only to find an empty shell of a life. That image is my closure. That image is my freedom. People say revenge isn't healthy, but here's what I learned. Revenge isn't about hurting someone back. It's about taking back your power. It's about refusing to be the backup option. It's about walking away stronger than you ever were. He tried to break me, but all he did was build the woman who finally stopped putting herself second. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button. It helps more people find these stories.